Hello, all you wonderful people out there, and welcome to my mini museum. And today I figured it'd be fun to look at the Police Academy series. The first one here I do have two editions of because I bought the original film when it came out on DVD by itself, and then the box set had a 20th anniversary edition in it. So we're going to have two different versions of the first film to look at. There's not a lot to look at. They're all, hello, they're all snappers. So there's just a front and back and the disc to show you. So then there's 7 films in the series. I've seen them all, but definitely saw the first couple a lot more than the last couple. No doubt about it. Now you see the second edition of this one, they added the little 20th anniversary edition banner up there, and there are a few different special features on here. There wasn't much on the first one other than trailers for the films in the series, but on the back of this one here we'll see that they added a number of special features, new digital transfer. The first one was also, by the way, to re-show you, standard only, and this one is a widescreen version, which is probably letterbox 185:1. And there again, as I've discussed before in a lot of these videos, I'm sure it was filmed in full screen. This was a low-budget comedy film from the 80s. It was probably filmed in full screen, matted down for the theaters. So you actually would see more in the full screen version than you would in the letterboxed. But marketing, especially these days, with everybody having widescreen TVs, they've caught on that people want a widescreen version. They want to fill the screen, and that's what they're going to do, even if it's at the expense of some image top to bottom. Like we already showed you the back there. So moving on to the second film in the series, which I remember being just as good as the first one. Picks up right where the story left off. I don't know if they had originally planned a series of films or a trilogy or what, but it definitely does pick right up where we left off. And story-wise, and like I said, this one was really good. And this guy, he's so funny with all his sound effects and stuff. I wonder what happened to him, because I don't remember seeing or hearing from him in quite some time. There was a couple other movies that I remember seeing him in, but it's been a while. So I might have to look him up and see what else he did. But yeah, these movies were just fun. They're silly. They're meant to be kind of goofy, not to be taken too serious. So if you go into this, in the wrong frame of mind, you're gonna hate it. You've got to go into it with the right frame of mind and just laugh them off. Now, as far as I recall, there was only the box set of the 2 through 7 films. They didn't release them in a full screen version. It's only these widescreen, like I said, probably letterboxed versions that came out in the box set, because I bought all 7 of these in one grouping, and I do believe that's the way they were made available, at least originally when they first came out for purchase. But yeah, they all had nice artwork on the disc, which was the same as the artwork on the front cover, so they didn't do a lot of production work to give us anything extra special, but at least they put some artwork on the disc. That's better than what you get with some. So moving on to 4. I think this might be the last one that Steve Guttenberg was a part of, and it was still pretty good. It's the last couple, they get a little weak. They're they're not so impressive. But there again, it's all in the attitude you have when you watch them. You've got to put these on and watch them in the right frame of mind to really enjoy them. Or you just got to be a big fan of that kind of comedy. And if you're not going to like them. Oh no, this one is standard, so that is interesting. The last one was widescreen. Three was in a widescreen version, and 4 is standard. So we'll have to see what the rest of them here in this box set came out, because it's quite possible that they just put standard versions on the last few that got really low budgeted. They were just cranking them out. Yep, 5 is also just a standard version, so that's the way that they're available. And this is 5, 6, and 7. I don't remember real well. Didn't see them nearly as much as the first 3 or 4. As you can see there, it's standard version. Thought I had opened these up and spun the disc, but I guess not. But I hadn't done any comedy videos yet, unless you count some of the Chuck Norris films that did have some elements of comedy to them. So I wanted to get something funny up there on the channel, and looking at the shelf, these just kind of jumped out and grabbed me last night. They were just screaming for filming. Oh no, here we go, widescreen. So they're just jumping around on the formats here on this set. Some are full, some are wide. I seriously doubt any of them are 235. They're, like I said, I'm sure they're 185 to 1. And still quite possibly the one that was widescreen was probably matted. And I have read that the last 1 or 2 were pretty low quality. Like I said, I don't remember them. I know I watched them when I bought this box set. I remember I sat down and I watched them all. So I have definitely seen them, but probably only once. It's quite possible these last 2 especially I only saw once. Probably rented them back in the VHS days, so that would mean I watched them twice, but I definitely watched them when I bought the box set, because I remember I sat down one weekend and watched all 7 of them, and yeah, it was a riot. But that was many years ago. 2004 was when the box set came out, so to be entirely 100% honest, that was when I would have sat down and watched them all, back in 2004. Oh, so we're going back a little ways, just a few years. Oh, there's the neighbor, old Charlie, barking at us. If you hear him there, it's probably a squirrel on the fence teasing him. He's a good dog. He don't tend to bark too often. All right, well, there you go. That was the Police Academy series of films, starting with the first original DVD release that right there for you. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you have a wonderful day, and we'll see you next time.